All right, this is all set up and ready to go. And we're good. All right. How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys are having a good one. Today's episode 14. I'm glad we're on episode 14. That's awesome. I got my cup of coffee. So feel free to get your cup of joe. I just made it. It's nice and fresh. It's nice and warm. I used up the last of my cream. You know that feeling when you use the rest of your product or whatever it is you prefer to drink. Got a nice cup of coffee. So we got some funny stuff to talk about. We got some good stories. I'm going to talk about the week and some things that happened and upcoming things. What happened last podcast, a little touch up. And that sounded weird. But, talk about last podcast and everything. And while I'm doing it, I don't know, maybe we'll do some reviews. Maybe we'll look at some reaction videos. I don't know. We'll just have fun, really. But for the most part, I hope you guys are having a good one. And let's get into the episode, shall we?
Well, I'm bored as shit, got nothing to do during this quarantine time. So I might as well make a video or post something on YouTube. So it's my podcast. Cool.
Woo! Let's get into it, shall we? All right. Incense time. Gotta light the incense. I don't know if you can hear the AC in the background. Hopefully you can't. But I did it because it's hot. It's humid. Dude, yesterday was horrible. Did anyone experience this yesterday where I live? It was humid and it was rainy. And that's like the worst when it's like really humid and it's all dry and everything. I was just blasting my AC. It feels great, man. It feels great to finally be using it. When I was growing up, we never had an AC. Holy shit, I'll tell you that. And man, was that awful. No, we had one AC actually. We had one AC and it was in my parents' bedroom. And now when I have my own place, I have an AC in my living room and I crank that motherfucker. I mean, it's just full blasted, I tell you. And you want to know why it's bad? It's because I didn't have, I never really had that luxury. I never could, I had a fan, and that thing sucked. Oh my God. And on the East Coast, it can get hot and humid, and at night, man, it just sucks. So I love it now. I sleep like a baby, man. Comment below if you guys like having an AC. I personally love it. It's a wonderful thing to have. It is great, especially when you walk outside and it's as hot as balls and you're just like, oh my God, this is miserable. And then you walk back inside to your nice AC cooled apartment and you're like, or house, it says, This is a good cup of coffee. This is like, see, I ran out of cream. I use cream. I know some people drink it black. I know some people, don't put sugar in it, don't put cream in it. Comment what you like to do with your coffee. Personally, for me, I consider myself a white bitch. I like it extra. I don't know why. That's just personally the way I like it. Wakes me up, and that's the way we do it here. Incense going. So yeah, sorry I didn't do the podcast yesterday. I just didn't really have time to. I ended up cleaning and just doing a bunch of stuff around the house, and next thing you know, I looked at the clock and it was like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, oh shit, I totally forgot to do a podcast today. So we're here today. We had Jake Bartolin of Gramophone Productions and Studios and stuff like that, and he's a musician, multi-talented guy. We had him on the other night. Go check out that podcast. You can go check him out. Next week we're gonna be having. I actually have like a whole list of people coming on, so I'm like really excited, dude. Like this is gonna be an awesome month of podcasts, and I'm gonna continuously do this from now on, just because it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. We had a great time having Jake on, and eventually Christine is gonna be joining me, so that's cool. And she, eventually I can get like a co-host. I don't know why I have like something on my arm. Anyway, so next week on Monday, we're going to be having Brendan. He is a good friend of mine. He's funny as hell. And he has a lot of good theories and stuff. Like he's just a really interesting person. So I'd like for him to have a minute on here on this podcast and stuff like that. And then on Tuesday, all this stuff is going to be happening around like 1:00 p.m. So stay tuned for that stuff. And I'll tell you the time, with Taylor Burnett, it's happening at 1:00, but then Wednesday it's Corey Hale, and that's going to be at 10:00 in the morning. But I'm excited to have Taylor on. That's going to be a great time. She's going to be talking about music and everything and what inspires her and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm really excited for that. She'll talk about her music and so forth. And then Wednesday we have Corey Hale and that's gonna be at 10 a.m. He's a musician himself, and he was a good friend, and we used to shoot the shit in college and stuff like that. So we have a lot of funny stories to tell you guys. So that's gonna be a really good time. And then on the following week, on the 22nd, it's like a surprise guest. I don't really want to give it away. Same with the 23rd. That's a special guest. I don't want to give it away. So stay tuned for those two. That's going to be a really, really good time. And then on the 24th, I'm going to have David Corson, who is a local musician. He plays all across New England. And I've known him for a while, and he's a good guy. So he's going to be on, talk about his music and stuff like that. And then on the 30th, I'm also excited to announce that we have Jim Terrell. He's going to be coming here at noon, and that's going to be a great time. I can't wait. I've known him for a while. He used to play in bars when I went to college, and believe it or not, he was the one that kind of got me my first gigs when I was starting in college. So I have a good few amount of stories with him, and he's really a very talented musician himself, and he's plays piano, guitar, and stuff like that, and it's gonna be a great time. So I can't wait for that. And what else? Next month, it's going to be a great time. I'm still working out who I want to book, but stay tuned for that, man. I got a lot of good stuff coming on the podcast, so it's going to be a great time. Oh, that was like a mouthful right there, man. That was like, whoa. What else? I'm also excited to announce that I'm going to be playing at Tumbledown. That's a local restaurant in New England. For those of you that don't know, I do play music, and so I will be playing at Tumbledown 5 to 8 on Thursdays on the 18th and 25th of this month. And I'll also be there this weekend on the 13th, so that's going to be a good time. 5 to 8, come check that out. 19th, I'm going to be at the Candy Woods Golf Course. That's going to be a fun time. There is a restaurant there that you can check out, and I'll be playing there. It's going to be a fun time. 26th, too, of the June, I'm going to be in on the Blues from 2 to 5 p.m., so that's going to be a really fun time. I'm really excited to play there. And, again, Tumble Down on the 27th from 5 to 8 p.m., so, again, you can repeat this, and if you like, you can come out and support local music. It's going to be a good time. I want to talk about yesterday. Yesterday was a fun day. So Christine and I, we had to go driving around and do a bunch of stuff, and we drove around to Manchester. And we went to it was a part of the Merrimack River. I don't want to butcher the name. I don't know what it's called. We went there. It was a really fun time, and just checking it out. It's a fishing spot, and it's a historical spot because it's where the Native Americans used to go and stuff like that, and to catch their, I don't know, I think like stuff like that. I think history is cool. I've always thought history is a fascinating thing, and I know people were sitting there like, that's boring as hell, but it's cool. I don't know. I feel like when you find out things like that, it's unique and historical facts, and especially when you live, if it's local, and if you live near sites like that were, I don't know, like I said, it's just cool. It's a fascinating thing. Yeah, but we walked around, and it was pretty fun, and it was a good time. That's pretty much what we did yesterday. And I was cleaning. We did a bunch of cleaning too. Like I said earlier, we were doing a bunch of cleaning. It was a great time. That's how bored I am, That's what, with this quarantine, that's how bored I am. I actually look forward to cleaning and stuff like that. All right, guys, I want to give you some random facts. It's random facts time. As for those of you that don't know, I like to do this. It's fun. It's random, and you get a little bit of knowledge, because, like I said, I like history. I like knowledge. In 1998, Sony accidentally sold 700,000 camcorders that had the technology to see through people's clothes. I don't believe that. I really don't believe that one. That's bullshit. There's no tipping at restaurants in Japan. I've heard about that. I've heard that in other countries that tipping is included in the bill, which I think is a smart thing to do. Because I don't know why, but like I always feel like when I'm at a restaurant, I always feel pressured about the tip. I don't know. I always feel like I'm like, shit, did I leave too much? Did I leave too little? So I think that's cool. And I think more restaurants in America should adapt that. Here's another one. A 100-pound person on Earth would weigh 38 pounds on Mars. That's kind of cool. It's gravity. There's no, that thing kind of works in space. Popular bear. Polar bears. Jesus Christ. Polar bear fur is not white. It's clear. Yeah, interesting. This is a massive hit. Who would have thunk? 1% of Greenland's population lives in a single apartment building. What? What? I don't believe that. Even a small amount of alcohol placed on a scorpion will make it go crazy and sting itself to death. Who figured that out? Wait, listen to this fact again. I don't believe this. I'm starting to doubt this app that I got for this. But listen to this again. Even a small amount of alcohol placed on a scorpion will make it go crazy and sting itself to death. Who the hell figured that out? Who the fuck is torturing scorpions to death like that? Oh, a little drop of alcohol. Oh, it's out. It was like earlier how I talked about, like, it's funny. When people invent something or create something or find something, it's interesting. And think about the guy who invented milk or who found milk. You know how odd that must have been? Like, the guy who discovered milk, I'm not going to go into it, but it's just weird. Think about that. Apples are more efficient than caffeine in keeping people awake in the mornings. I doubt that. I strongly doubt that. I like my coffee. I like fruit too. I mean, I like apples. They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. The average person walks the equivalent of twice around the world in a lifetime. Is that so? Is that so? Contrary to popular beliefs, chocolate does not cause acne. Who would have thunk? So there you go. Eat all the chocolate you want. Doesn't give you acne. More food for you. More food for your mind. Strawberries have more vitamin C than oranges. Interesting. All right, that's enough. That's enough random facts. I think I've given you enough for now. Dun dun dun. Dum bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. This week flew by, I feel like. It really just went right through it. And I just been so busy doing these that I just feel like, now here we are. It's Thursday, right? No, it's actually Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. It's Friday. Get turned. Oh my God, today's a Friday. That's always a great time. I love the weekends. It's weird how we always admire the weekends. Even when you were a kid, you admire the weekends. And we still admire the weekends now. We really like them as adults. I tell you, man, I was teasing myself the other day. I was looking at what's it called? Cheap Caribbean, and it sucks because all the vacations are so cheap. I can't do anything about it. I'm happy to say though, I have been working on new material. I've been writing a bunch of new songs and everything like that. I have more stuff coming out. I'm gonna be working with some producers and stuff like that, and people and friends, and I'd like to start making more music and writing more content with people. That's something I really want to do for a while now, is start working with other people and influencing people to start doing doing stuff, being themselves, and I think that's good. I think people need more of that. I think there's I don't know, I feel like when you are someone that just, like, for me personally, I've been doing my work for a while now, and when you get in the habit of doing something for a while, you kind of get a little, just get a little like lost. You know what I mean? Your train of thought doesn't, your motivation, I should say. This should be an interesting subject. This is what today's topic's going to be about. This is going to be this is going to be actually a serious one for once. Holy shit. I don't think I've ever had a serious conversation with you guys yet on a podcast, especially by myself. But this is going to be a topic for people that, you're starting a business, or you want to do something. Maybe you're someone that you had a dream and you had this and you're doing it and you stopped, or I don't know, maybe you're, like I said, you're starting your own business or just trying to chase your dreams and everything like that. And for someone from me, I'm gonna just kind of give my personal experiences in a way, and hope with what I've learned can help you maybe. So maybe that this is what today will be about. So I find that when you're doing your job for a while, whatever it may be, and if you're someone that's been let's say you've been working for a good 4 or 5 years in the same business, you kind of get in this routine, and you kind of are used to what's going on. You have like a scheduled day, and for some people it gets a little repetitive, and some people it gets boring and dry. And if you're for musicians, and this is where I'm going to go to specifically to musicians and anyone in that kind of line of field, you kind of you play at your bars, you do this, you go in and out doing, and you've been doing it for a while, and you're not really seeing that outcome that you wanted, but like I just learned through time that it takes a while for things to it takes a while for people to soak up what you're trying to do. And Jake Bartolin, he was talking about it, the other day, where there's like a give and take. There's you have to give to people, and for example, I want to talk more about if you're an artist that's trying to start somewhere. You don't go really into the field trying to play your original music. If you're someone that's writing your own music, that's great. Like, always keep writing your own music. Always keep writing. Always keep writing. Because here's what I'm going to say to you is, you can't just walk on to a stage and just like play your original. You just can't. It's good for you to have that in your pocket, and so even if you think it's like the best song in the world, like, you know what I mean. If you're someone that doesn't have a following, and you're going to these places and you're playing your originals, and you're noticing not many people are, taking it in, maybe this will help you. Because what I found is I'm a one-man band, and I do a looping, and I loop the guitar, I make the bass line, I beat the shit out of my guitar, loop that, and I do all that sort of stuff. And what I've found, and I've been doing this for years, and what a lot of people don't know is I've been performing since I was 6 years old. I've been playing music for a very long time, and professionally I've been doing it for about six years, which is crazy to say, but I've been doing it professionally for a while now. And what I found to help to at least grab the attention and to get more fans and more people to subscribe and stuff like that is to do what is mainstream, but make it your own. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, ugh, I don't like that. But like, hear me out. I'm going to give you some like 3 examples on what can help you in 3 different platforms. I'll talk to you about music, what you can do live, and I'll talk to you about what you can do social media wise. And I can talk to you about what you can do, what else? Video wise, I don't know. I'll come up with the 3rd one as we're talking. If I can't, I'll give you 2. First one is, if you're someone... 3 is stage presence. Okay, 3 is definitely going to be stage presence. Okay, first of all, my first thing I'm going to say is... So if you're... a good thing to have is covers. Everyone knows, you're going to be playing your covers. If you're a musician, you're always going to be playing covers. Not always, but like that's all a big chunk of it is. But a great way to do it is to make it your own. So say, for example, you take... Santeria by Sublime, or you take, let's just go with Santeria by Sublime. You can make that and take it, slow it down a little bit. Maybe, if you're good with soloing on the guitar or piano, you can break it up and solo, do that. You can make it, switch up the genre. Maybe instead of doing it reggae, maybe you could do it blues or R&B, something like that. There's all sorts of ways to make it your own, but that's what I suggest is you're taking a song and you're breaking it down, really study that song and understand it, make it, and make it your own. Really, don't be lazy. Don't play it word for word. Play it word for word, because that's what is going to make people sing along with you. But like, just make it your own. That's one thing I can say easily is that can help. And another thing is mashing up. When you mash up a song, like for right now, one of my favorite songs I mash up is I don't know if you know the song Dance Monkey. I cover that, and I mash it up with Lose Yourself by Eminem, and then I mash it up with Crazy by Gnarls Barkley, and then if I wanted to, I can mash it up with other songs. But that's where I look around and I feel what if people are interested, if people, sometimes I'll look around and if people are getting tired of the song, I'll end it. If I see people like really getting into it, I'll add more songs. I'll make it more interesting. But that's kind of you're giving that to the audience. So when you do that give and take, like what I was talking to you about, once you do that, maybe if someone asks you, hey, do you have an original? You can play an original. After you get people interested and you start playing those covers, and then if someone asks you if you have originals, that's when you start busting them out. And I've had that happen. That happened to me this past weekend. I played last week. I played at Shane's Texas Pit Bar in Hampton, and it was a great time. And I played a bunch of covers, and the next thing you know, everyone wanted to hear my originals. So I played a bunch of originals for people, and it was a great time. And when you do that, it's really gonna you're just showing to people that you really care, and that it's that give and take. You have to do that, and it's good to get feedback. So always get feedback from people if you can. Don't be afraid of it. I don't know why people get offended about feedback or disagreeing with there's nothing wrong. I've had people come up to me at the end of the set and literally be like, I don't like your music, and I've been like, cool dude, that's okay, but why? And that's totally fine. I want to hear what they have to say, and I don't give a shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just curious, and I don't understand why people, and some people say that I'm like a rare breed, but I don't understand why people get like, or like they'd say like, why would you even ask that? Well, it's because I don't care, and I think people are interesting, and I just want to know different opinions, and it goes the same way. I just don't like the poppiness. I don't like you solo too much, or stuff like that, and I'm like, cool, whatever, that's fine. I take it in consideration. I always do. I've refined, is that the right word? I've really worked on like my sound and everything. So my today performances, I'd say, are like a lot better than when I was first starting out. You know what I mean? And that happens, man. I can't tell you how much that happens. You evolve, you grow and you learn, and that's a whole process of it all. So you can't expect anything to happen overnight. It's very rare if that happens. So always keep that in mind. You know what I mean? Always just keep working at it. Never stop. Even when you think it's not going your way, just keep going. Okay. In step number 2 is, with social media and everything, it's hard, man. I can't explain to you how hard social media is when you're trying to, do what you do for a living and trying to promote and make posts. You gotta make Facebook things, and then you gotta go on Instagram and you gotta make posts for that. Then you go on all these other platforms, and then make sure you post about it, and then you gotta make recordings of your songs, so you gotta record your songs, and you gotta make merch, so you gotta make merch. There's a lot to it, and especially if you're in a band, it's a lot. It's such a if you're in a band, fuck, it's easy as shit. Okay, there's nothing wrong. If you're in a band, this is not for you, because bands have it way easier, because you can divvy it up with people, and certain people can do this, certain people can do that. But if you're like me and like a lot of people, where you're just a solo musician, you're doing it all yourself. And it's funny because people expect you to just be like, like I've had people be completely shocked when I don't have merch or something like that, or I don't post something, and I'm like, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I'm a human being. You got to realize when you're doing a one-man show, it's quite difficult. It is quite difficult to do everything yourself. So keep that in mind. Don't get yourself down, don't. A lot of people, I used to take it so to heart when I used to forget stuff, and I still kind of do, but like at the same time, I'm telling you, you're only human. You got this. You can do this. And with that being said, another great thing to do is to promote your stuff on social media. Really do. And make YouTube videos. Post. That's what I do. I do covers, and I'll post them there. Do that Main Street stuff, but make your own. Like I did a haircut video where I had Christina cut my hair, and that video has like 3,000 views right now, and that's like the most popular video on my YouTube channel, and that's totally fine. We really thought about. That video took a while to make, you know what I mean? And it took me a lot of balls, because I don't think but it actually turned out really well. It looks nice, she looks at me, she's like, can I cut it again? I'm like, I like it right now. But if you guys want to see another hair cutting video, comment below, and maybe Christine and I will do another hair cutting video where she cuts my hair. But I don't think it really needs to be cut right now. I think it looks good. And you want to know what happened to me the other day, and it sucks? You know what I hate is that I'm starting to bald, and it fucking sucks. And some people will call me out, but no. Let me tell you something that happened to me a while back. I was going to get my hair cut. This is before all this happened. I was going to get a haircut, right? And I've been telling, like my mom and Christine, I'm like, I'm fucking balding. I hate it. It sucks. And there's nothing I can do about it. And they're like, no. And everyone says it like, no, you're fine. You're fine. So I go to get my hair cut. And the woman's cutting my hair. And she goes, you know what? Can I give you a recommendation? And I go, yeah, what's that? And she goes... She goes, if I were you, there's this like powder that you can put in your hair and it makes it look like you have hair because you're starting to go bald up here. And I just go, you just lost a customer, lady. And she goes, we both just start laughing. I'm like, yeah, no, I know. Now I know. That was like the first confirmation, like person that confirmed it to me. I didn't even need to tell him. And I'm just like, motherfucker. And you know what I was telling Christina is that there's no cure for that shit. You think with all this stuff that's going around there'd be a cure for it, but there's not. There's not a cure for baldness. They say like eating more cucumbers is like a cure. I don't buy that shit. People always say it's because you wear a hat too much. And you know what? I'm not wearing a hat anymore, and I'm still losing my hair now. It's just running down my face. You should have seen this beard a couple days ago. I had to cut it because it was just way too crazy. You guys have probably seen on my earlier podcasts and stuff like that. But yeah, it's nuts, man. It's nuts. But to touch back about what I was talking about earlier is that when you're a musician or anyone that's in this kind of business it's a tough industry. It is such a tough industry. Unless you have a lot of money and a good source of friends and everything, like a good tree of friends, it's really difficult. It is so difficult. I just reached 140 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and to me that is just like, that meant so much. I worked so hard just to get fucking 10 subscribers because I was at 130 like 2 weeks ago, and just to get 10 subscribers it took so much energy and work, and I finally got it. And now my goal is to get to 200. Like I'm so close. I just keep telling, and I keep posting, I keep doing these videos. I love doing these videos. I love doing these podcasts, and I love to continue doing them for people. That's why I'm really excited to start having local musicians come on. And if you're a local musician that's watching this, man, I would love to have you on the show. Like, don't be shy, man. Just come on. Feel free to contact me. And even if you're not a musician, and if you're an interesting person, if you find yourself funny, message me. I'm a very cool person, and I love to get more people on this show, and that's something I'd really like to do, because I love making these videos, and I think even just talking here for you guys is somewhat entertaining, and I hope it's kind of entertaining for you guys. But like I said, I like to have other people on just because why not, So I'm going to do some more random facts now that I've just kind of went on a little improv, little inspirational speech right there for you guys. Out of all the senses, smell is most closely linked to memory. Oh, really? Interesting. Who would have thought that? Who would have? A lot of stuff going on in the world too. I actually want to talk to you guys about that. I'm going to talk to you guys about that in a little bit. We're at 30 minutes right now into the podcast, so I'm probably going to do 10 more minutes of just kind of monologuing it, and then after I'm probably going to do some current event stuff, because that's also fun too. People need to know what's going on in the world, and especially did you guys hear about I don't know if you guys are educated on YouTube, but the famous YouTuber, oh, what's his name? I don't want to get his name wrong. Jake Paul. Excuse me. Let me just. Let me just Jake Paul. Jake Paul he's an influencer. He's a YouTuber. He's famous on YouTube. He's a UFC fighter, and stuff like that. Not UFC fighter, but he's a fighter. And I think Anyway, I don't know that much about him, but like, all I know is that I went on YouTube the other day and I saw like 4 videos about this dude getting arrested, and I'm like, who fucking cares? But like, I guess he made a video and he did delete it, and it was a video about him explaining about what happened and everything and his side of it. And I watched that shit because I was just curious, and I'm one of those people that I like to stay educated on what's happening on YouTube and stuff like that, and you know what's going on in the world. So I follow a bunch of stuff like that. Like I follow the news on my Facebook and stuff like that, and it's important. You definitely want to be caught up in current events and stuff like that, because it's interesting, and you have a voice, so use it. Anyway, he chose to document. He's a YouTuber, so he chose to try to I suppose document what was going on. And there was a protest going on in Arizona, and so he and his crew decided to go and document it, and they ended up following this group around, and they ended up breaking into a mall, and he went into the mall and was videotaping and documenting it. Now, I think it's cool that you try to document it. I would have, now personally for me, hear me out. If I was doing it, I would have filmed the mall and them going into it and fucking continued to walk. Because especially if you're the status of this dude, you can't just go doing this shit, because you're gonna be like a fucking target to people. You're a walking target, and I feel bad for the dude because he just didn't think about that, and now he's just getting all this shit for doing that shit, and but you should kind of think about that. But there's a lot of shit going on, dude, and it's crazy, and the whole looting thing, and I don't see really how it makes an effort in doing and helping in any way. Like, I think the people that are breaking into these stores and doing all this shit, I don't think it's really the right message. I was actually talking about this to someone the other day, was if you're trying to protest or something like that, but you're trying to get your point across, you're the whole rioting and looting and stuff like that, and let's go smash an auto fair or whatever, let's go, it doesn't make sense. It just makes you look really bad. It makes the whole thing look bad. The way to do it is you're going, if you're, I think people are just going about it the wrong way. I think people are going about this a really wrong way, and I think people need to look at this in a different way. It's horrible what's going on. It breaks my heart. I mean, it's like, it breaks a lot of people's hearts, I'm sure. And it's just messed up when you realize what's going on. I mean, when I'm watching TV, that's all I hear about, and I'm just like, wow, this is crazy. And especially with the quarantine and the COVID and everything that's happening, it's absolutely insane. 2020 has been like a crazy year. And it's funny because all I've done is just sit on my couch. Really, that's all I've done. Comment below what you guys have been doing to stay afloat and to stay sane during these times. I'd like to hear from you. I hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing well. It's absolutely insane how crazy it is. I mean, when I scroll on my phone, all I see is just protests and all this crazy stuff that's going on, and then it's just absolutely it's horrifying. So I hope you guys are staying safe. Really, I really hope you guys are doing well, and everything like that. Hey, the PS5 and the Xbox and the new Xbox are coming out at the end of the year. That's gonna be cool. I don't know if we have any gamers that watch this, but I hope I do, because gaming's fun as shit. Holy hell, that's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to a lot of games that are coming out. I don't know if. What do you choose? What would you choose? Okay, comment below what you think. Are you an Xbox person or are you a PS5 person? I'll tell you, I've been half and half. Right now I have a PS4 in my room, in the other room. That's what I play on right now. But growing up, I always had an Xbox 360, man. My favorite game on that, my three favorite games that I ever played were probably, ready, Oblivion. The Elder Scrolls series are a great fucking game series. Like, they're just all around amazing. Skyrim, I love Skyrim. Didn't like the ending, but Oblivion, man, that's like a great game. And The other one was Fable, the Fable series, man, and that's why I'm really debating on getting the new Xbox. Like, that's why I'm excited for it, because there's rumors going around that there's gonna be a new Fable. That's gonna be friggin' awesome if it happens. I always see posts about it, so I'm really excited about that. I guess I don't know if you guys are aware, but Dead Island. I don't know if you guys know what Dead Island, the video game, was. It was a really popular video game. I personally was a huge fan of it, and in 2015 there was like a launch trailer for Dead Island 2. I don't know if anyone knows and remembers this, but I guess a version of that just got leaked because it never got released or anything like that, and it pretty much just died. Like, the whole thought behind it never got mentioned up again or brought up again. And so now it's all over, like, all the Facebook pages that I follow. Is like, there's a new leaked version of Dead Island 2. I don't know. Do I want to play it? I don't know. I was really looking forward to that game, and does that happen to you? I don't know if there's, like, I feel like a lot of games nowadays, like, they get talked about and then you just don't fucking hear about them. One of them is what's it called? Skull and Bones or whatever. That was like a pirate game that was supposed to come out, and it got like all hyped up and just never fucking happened. I always notice that. I'm like, why? Fucking ship it, dude. Send it. Ooh. All right. Well, I'm going to take a little break. I got to refill my coffee. It's pretty much at the end. I'm going to be back, and we're going to talk about more stuff. I have some funny stories that I've been trying to save for you guys at the end. So stay tuned, and I will be right back. So feel free to comment, leave some comments, and I'll read them. That's pretty much what this break's about. That's to make sure I can just, hear your feedback and hear your comments. And all right, guys, stay tuned.
Well, I'm bored as shit, got nothing to do during this quarantine time. So I might as well make a video or post something on YouTube. So it's my podcast. Cool. Well, I'm bored as shit, got nothing to do during this quarantine time. So I might as well make a video or post something on YouTube. So it's my podcast. Cool.
So I just realized that my microphone was muted this entire fucking time. So that was really awkward. But we're going to do switch of gears and everything. And we're going to go into some reaction stuff. It's going to be pretty fun. Thank you guys for all the likes and everything. And the new subscribers, by the way. I really do appreciate that. I can't believe my microphone was muted.
We've got a great video.
Akko Taco. All right. Let's do some screen capture shit. Hey, little behind the scenes stuff. Boom, boom, bang. And I've never seen this one before. I don't know. All these I never seen before. So let's get into it, shall.
Fails of the week.
These are the funniest fails of the week. Let's see what it is.
Comments below.
I'm with the coolest mom I've ever. Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
That's a.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, what is that? What is it?
It's just a piece of lint. Oh my God, you stepped in the toilet.
Mom!
Ooh.
Okay, guys, hear me out. So this
Bad
cup
move.
just fell
Bad move,
from
Sonny.
my counter, and it didn't break. So let's try this out again.
It's gonna shatter.
Oh!
Called it. Ooh. Ooh, didn't expect that to happen. Now, did you, buddy? Ooh, ooh.
My car isn't working, and I'm in the middle of this street, and I don't know what to do.
Oh, I've been there, dude. Oh.
And now I think I fried the engine, and my dad's gonna kill me. All I wanted to do was go get my wallet, and now I'm gonna be murdered.
Oh, man. Ooh. Satisfying. Oh, oh. What's going on here? I have a lot of questions. Okay, wait, what? Oh, you're putting on rubber bands, but why are you? Okay.
Dead. Ron's ear went. Oh my Lord.
Oh. Ooh, shit.
What was I doing?
Oh,
What was the plan?
what are you up to?
Not much. I'm just chilling. It's late. How about you?
Just in my
Ah, that's so funny.
I'm sure.
Oh my God, that's savage. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't believe that.
I'm gonna get mama. I'm gonna get mama.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what you get messing with
That's funny.
Oh,
request to do this one.
Oh, I love seeing people be an idiot with fucking Coke and Mentos.
We got Diet Coke and Mentos.
Diet Coke and Mentos.
I don't know how much to put in there, but we gonna try it like it's right there. We got us some Mentos like it's right there.
Oh, okay.
I bet he's supposed to put in there. I don't know, so we gonna put 2 in there. How about that? Oh, I did. Oh, here we go. You ready for this? Okay, we're gonna put 3.
Oh God.
Okay,
Oh God.
what to do here.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I need to rewatch this. He had no idea what was coming. He had no idea. Oh my God.
Okay,
Oh my God. Look at his face afterwards. Oh my God. I wonder if one of the Mentos, came up, Holy shit. Oh God dang. Ads, man. Come on, I want a video with no ads. Come on, motherfucker. Ooh.
You want this dollar? Alright, you gotta open this. You get a dollar.
Oh. Oh, what's gonna happen? Did they just hit something?
Dad. Dad, have you seen your hair? Oh my goodness.
Oh shit, man.
Move. Get it to me. Oh, freak.
Wait, so let me get this straight. When you go to Taco Bell, you don't get Baja Blast.
Bet you weren't expecting that, bud.
That's what I thought. Ouch!
Oh. Your AirPods. Oh shit. Oh no.
Next, I'd like to emphasize the importance of keeping your footing when out in nature.
Yeah, you fucked up there, bud.
So we're turning our little guest room into a cool chill out spot. So we had to move the furniture out because the carpet moved up more and the drywall fell on my sister. It hurt so badly.
What? Let's take a picture of you with the fallen drywall. Oh. Damn, he's going fat. Oh, oh. Yeah, you had some speed there, buddy. This isn't gonna go up. Nope. Yep. Yep, he fell.
Hey, so my dad think he could beat me in a race. So put your money where the mouth is. So, $100 and he can take my Apple Watch.
Set go. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Yeah, you fell. You fell. You fell, guy. Alright, guys. Well, I'm pretty much going to end this podcast here. I'm going to go out and do some things. And I got to get some shit done around the house. So feel free to tune in for tomorrow's episode. Let's see. What is tomorrow? Let me just double check what the fuck tomorrow is. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, I have a gig. I have tomorrow at Tumble Down Cafe from 5 to 8. Feel free to show up. I actually won't be doing a podcast tomorrow. So this is going to be it for this week. Guys, have a great weekend. Have a good Friday. And take advantage of this weekend. You know, it looks like it's going to be nice. It actually, well, I take that back. Looking out the window right now, it looks a little fucking crazy. But guys, enjoy. Thank you guys so much for all the new subs and all the likes. I can't wait to have the new guests come on till next week. And hey, keep being awesome, guys. Much love.
Well, I'm bored as shit, got nothing to do during this quarantine time. So I might as well make a video or post something on YouTube. So it's my podcast. Cool.